Good morning, Oracles. Well, it looks like Tesla and the entire stock market are basically opening up flat today after the PPI data that we got last week ahead of the FOMC meeting for next week. So we're just kind of feel some things out, talking about some certain levels that we've got in the stock. We crossed over $300 again yesterday. That was awesome. We're trying to decide, was that a bull trap? Maybe it's a bear trap in disguise. Not sure. So we're just really paying attention to these levels. Next level above us is between that 312 and 315 level. In order for us to pass that, we're going to need some heavy volume. If we do end up falling down, 290 will be that level that we look at because we do still have a partial gap at 289 to fill. So if we get to that level and fall below it, we may end up falling further below that as well, heading down to that 278 to 280 resistance level. Just some things to pay attention to, not to say that we are going to go one way or the other, but just looking at that with the news that we have with the FOMC meeting and other things that are coming up. Just levels to pay attention to. So some news that we had that were coming out of Shanghai. It looks like Tesla's going to be reevaluating some of the flashy showrooms that they have over in the Beijing malls to perhaps move them into the suburban areas and have service centers to go along with them. This is something that a lot of Tesla owners have been discussing about, service isn't the best when it comes to Tesla. Tesla's not perfect, and Elon has acknowledged this, and in a move to improve the service, they are going to be looking at doing this, putting up more service centers in the suburban areas and really helping the service. So this is something where, people have complaints. Elon has looked at it. Tesla has looked at it. They are looking to make improvements on this. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if the service does improve. We've heard some very good news about service, and we've heard some bad news about service. So let's take a look and see. Let's see how they move forward with this. But that's something that we love about Tesla is when it comes to Tesla, they listen to everyone. They listen to everyone's suggestions. They listen to everyone's feedback. Elon himself says he loves the criticism because the criticism is what makes them better. And when you have an agile company like Tesla, that is, the whole culture that they have there. If you guys have not seen the video that Vinny did where he interviewed Farzad worked for Tesla. He knows the culture that is over there. And the culture in Tesla is they're going to listen to everyone. If you make a suggestion and you think it's going to do better, do it. Farzad had an example where the janitor that was working there said, hey, if we had a machine that was able to pick up the cardboard that's around here, we could improve our efficiency. And they ended up picking up production by 30% due to that one little thing because a janitor made a suggestion and upper management listened to it. So these are the things that happen in Tesla's culture. So any criticism that they get, they can easily fix and change because it's like, all right, well, here's a problem that we are noticing. Let's see what we can do to solve it. And Tesla's not a, let's put a Band-Aid on it type of solution. Tesla's like, all right, well, what is the root of this problem? Let's solve the problem from the root. This is how I like to do things in my life because when you start putting Band-Aids on top of Band-Aids on top of Band-Aids, think about an actual wound. You're going to have a wound that ends up getting infected. You get gangrene. It's not good when you continue to put Band-Aids on top of Band-Aids. This happens exactly in companies. I've seen it happen. I'm seeing it happen with the company I'm with right now. It's a norm for a lot of companies. They put Band-Aids on things because they're so busy. They just don't have time, and it's not part of their culture to solve it from the root. They're like, well, we'll figure that out later. Maybe when we change our systems later, we'll get to that. And it's not a good system to have, especially for long-term growth. That's how Tesla operates is, look, here's a problem, let's solve it from the root. So they've taken a look at this, they've taken a look at, hey, we realize that we have issues with service, how can we fix this from the root? Well, we'll put up service centers to improve the service. We'll get more service out there. So again, we need to see how this plays out, see if Tesla actually goes along with this, but it seems like that is the direction that they are moving over in Beijing. Now, we did get some news out of Germany from the German economy minister talking about there were rumors that, Berlin was going to be stopping their expansion indefinitely. Heard some rumors about that. We had heard the news about Tesla's going to be moving the machinery for batteries over to the US. Now, Tesla has not confirmed nor denied. They haven't made any public statement about any of this, whether it's going to be slowing down the expansions in Berlin or even moving the battery machinery. But the rumors were out about that, and the economy minister over there said he knows nothing about the expansion slowing down or the expansion not happening indefinitely. He knows none of that, but he also did say that he's been focusing a lot of his energy over on Ukraine, and Tesla right now is basically like a privately owned company, so he doesn't have all of the inner workings and deep knowledge as to what is going on over there, but from his knowledge, none of these rumors are true about the expansion slowing down and not happening. So we'll wait for Tesla. Maybe we're going to find out on the Q3 earnings call discussing what's going to be happening over in Berlin when it comes to the machinery moving, when it comes to any expansions. I have no doubt we're going to hear about it then. So until then, it's all most likely going to be unconfirmed rumors. And now speaking of the battery machinery moving, we were discussing yesterday how, the 4680s are very vital to the Cybertruck, and Frie had pointed out in the comments that I did not mention the Semi, and the Semi is also vital when it comes to the 4680s. So thank you for pointing that out, because when it comes to the vehicles that require the 4680s, it's going to be the Cybertruck and the Semi. So they need to have these batteries over here. So those batteries need to be focused on those as a priority. So not having 4680s in a Model Y for right now is totally fine. Once they get that ramp up and going, then they can switch back over and do that. So it does make sense for Tesla to move the battery machinery over here. Again, maybe we'll hear about it on the earnings call. Don't know if we're getting any confirmation before then. But it seems like that would make a lot of sense for Tesla to do, especially knowing that the 4680s have been ramping slower than they had expected. And one last little piece is Tesla has lost its top rank, but it's a good thing. So the top rank that they have lost is the most shorted stock by value out there. They have lost the #1 rank that they have held for 864 days straight to Apple. So Apple is now the most shorted out there per value. So this is good that Tesla is moving down. Back in 2018, Elon has talked about how Tesla was the most shorted stock in history. Well, they're starting to lose that rank, and it's probably a good thing. So this just shows the prowess and the strength of Tesla going forward, where less and less people are shorting the stock. So who knows, that could change. Tesla's still up there, still heavily shorted by value, but that rank is coming down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious from all of you out there who do own Teslas currently, have you had to deal with their service at all, and what was your experience? So something that, over on Twitter, we hear a lot of news from a lot of different people, some good, some bad. And I just want to hear, objective information, because it's always good to have both. That's like Elon has said, it's good to have that criticism and feedback, because if everybody's just telling you all good things, you think you're doing everything well. You don't want to surround yourself with yes men, because you're never going to succeed, because then somebody like Tesla is going to come along and knock you off of your podium without you even knowing, because you thought that you were doing everything perfectly and didn't need to change. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. Let me know any feedback that you guys have from the service standpoint, so this way we can see, objectively, what is the truth that is out there when it comes to the service. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. We do have a membership program now starting at $1. If you want to check that out, it is in the pinned comment down below. We do have a Discord chat. That link is in the description as well. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. And if you'd like to support the channel any further and check out any of the spreadsheets I have on production, deliveries, my valuation model, and my price targets, those are over on Patreon. That link is also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.